Professor in Doctor Who, and you're listening to Dr. Freedom.
Good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with a time some Doctor News a minute around the Hoodiverse that are so magical, so miraculous, so just, I don't know, ever so holiday spiritual, that you may actually see Santa appear in your house. And he may actually bring you that favorite Doctor Who gift you've always wanted. And also, he might even get Matt Smith a job in a Marvel movie. No, okay, no. A lot of people are freaked out because I pick on Matt. I just pick on Matt, okay? Sure, he side-doored the fans quite a bit when he was on set, but well, let's get into the news. Let's get into it now. Word's already drifting around the possibility of a trailer coming tomorrow. Or sorry, not tomorrow, but I'm talking Friday or Saturday night. Yeah, so the reason being behind this, and thank you, my friend Elijah, for doing this. Now, notice in 2016 for Dr. Mysterio, you got a trailer on December 9th. The year before that, you got a trailer on December 5th. And here we are. We're in the first week of December. Could it be that we're going to be going into the road to Trailerville, or for Twice Upon a Time? So we'll have to keep our eyes open, our ears peeled, and all our senses alert. So, no, this doesn't mean you do weird things to yourself. Just keep your senses aware. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's take a look at what I do have. Let's go on to what I have on. Let's go. Ha, 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 ha. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. It's snowing, it's snowing. Oh, God, I hate driving in this weather. Well, the snow hasn't hit yet. It's just plain damn cold. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Could Doctor Who recast more old Doctor? Steven Moffat thinks it's possible. Yeah, I'm glad he's hopped onto that trend because it's already been going on. Over on Big Finish Audio, you've already got Tim Treloar, who's stepped in as the third Doctor, for third Doctor adventures there. And he does a really good job at his portrayal because sometimes when I'm listening to those, it's like, oh my God, he's got Pertwee down. Ooh, like that. Then, of course, in the second Doctor adventures, you got like Fraser Hines doing his interpretation of Patrick Troughton's Doctor. So it's happened already over on audio. Plus, of course, don't forget Richard Hurndall, who played, the first Doctor back in the Five Doctors. So you see, it's not beyond the realm of possibility. And of course, David Bradley, from what we've seen so far, doing a really good job of capturing the essence of the first Doctor. And a lot of people go, he ain't like Hartnell at all. Well, he's not William Hartnell, for crying out loud. So it's not beyond the realm of possibility that it could happen. So, but of course, you don't have to worry about it happening anytime soon because the 50th anniversary specials already happened. Plus, we've had it happen, like we had the two Doctors where actually Patrick Troughton himself was with Colin Baker and stuff like that. So, and of course, now we're going to have the first Doctor and the 12th Doctor running into each other. So you never know. It just depends on if it's a good story, does it work. Bam, moving on. A very old Doctor Who plot hole was almost solved in the Christmas special. Okay, they're taking fans right back to the earliest days of the sci-fi series when the very first incarnation, they, of course, we were returning to team up with his later self, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now, what happened was, why did Hartnell's clothes change when he regenerated into the second Doctor? Because they didn't know exactly what was going on, what they were doing. You have to remember, they called it rejuvenation. The term regeneration didn't even come around till like towards the end of Pertwee's reign, and I believe it wasn't mentioned until Planet of the Spiders, which was his very last episode. Same thing, like, hell, they didn't even name Gallifrey into the third Doctor range, and I believe that was Time Warrior. So you got to remember, a lot of this shit came along as the show went along. So, it's like, so it's not that way you call it. So, okay, Moffat admitted I nearly went as ludicrously as explaining the, clothes change. But then I just thought, no, people are paying their license fees for other reasons than this. So that one's still out there. There's an explanation in there. It just says he's getting old. He says his body's wearing a bit thin, so that's there. He also has a line about maybe it's some external influence. With these many years later, no one has picked up on, blah, blah, blah. I haven't. He's already regenerating as we meet him, so it's not me. We didn't do that. So it's not just a fan goodbye. He says, Mark Gaddis, he goes, these are all the little trimmings. And he goes into his spiel right there. He says, he's also playing the mysterious captain who people are saying are the Valyard. Okay. Oh, I can't get into it. Oh, Peter Capaldi's Dr. Regeneration might be the most explosive yet. And I really wish they'd get off this regeneration blows things up. That's like saying, every time I take a dump, I might set off a small atomic weapon. Now, while it is the equivalent of a gas weapon that was probably banned all the way back in the original Chemical Weapons Treaty, it's not, it's regeneration was an organic process. Back in the old days, lay down, do a little camera shift, do a little funky-dunky stuff right there, and bam, it's done. But now we got to go, it's got to explode. It's got to have fire. At least with Tenet, you can explain he was holding all that radiation and boom, and it all came out at once. And then, of course, you got, Matt Smith blowing up a Dalek fleet with his regeneration. That's like saying I could eat the jalapeno dip and wipe out a whole frickin' tribe of quarks. It just, it just doesn't matter to me. But they go into it about here and all that and blah, blah, blah. So like I said, it's just they're saying there's a possibility that, he's going to blow shit up again. All right, so bam. All right, there's a very subtle callback to Steven Moffat's very first Doctor Who story in the Christmas special. Okay, now it is a major, or plot-related spoiler, but if you want to go into Twice Upon a Time, blah, 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 all right, blah, blah, who cares? Okay, when Christopher Eccleston's Ninth Doctor was still in the TARDIS, Bill Piper's Rhodes had just made the acquaintance of blah, 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 okay, Captain Jack, who cares? In the second episode, fans were introduced to a new gadget, the Deadly Sonic Blaster, a device which uses blah, 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 who cares a damn? All right. And now we reveal that the planet of the Villain Guard is returning this year's Doctor. Okay, the weapon factories of Villain Guard. That's what they're referring back to. Remember when the Sonic, that's where Jack's Sonic Blaster was made, not the Sonic Screwdriver, like a couple of morons were saying. We can now reveal that the planet of Villain Guard is returning in this year's Doctor Christmas special, linking Moffat's very last Doctor Who hurrah with his first. So this is referring back to before he was, when he wrote Deadly, The Empty Child Doctor Dances. So, back when he could actually write shit that made sense. I know, I pick on them off too, that Brillo-headed bastard. All right. Pearl and Mackie was originally not going to be in the Doctor Christmas special, but of course Moffat had to squeeze her in. He basically goes, I was starting to write the script, and he goes, we didn't have Bill, and I was thinking, it's just proof of the formula. No, let me, not to explain to the Doctor, that's not what the companion does at all. Companion makes it fun. Then he goes into why he decided, to bring Bill into this. He just saw Bill as being a part of this story. What if Bill was there, blah, blah, blah. So just kind of the process of why he decided to do it. All right, moving on. Twice Upon a Time, new pictures released. Don't get the ones off Doctor Who TV because they suck. I'm not kidding. I went to Doctor Who TV because they put up the promo photos, and it was the crappiest lot of photos. They're this freaking big on the screen, which means they got no frelling resolution whatsoever. No, it's but you go here, oh, look at this baby. Oh, yeah, bring it to Dr. Freedom. Bounce on my knee. Call me daddy. Oh, wait, so these are really, really good, but if you want even better, go to Far, Far Away site. Well, I'll give you this link. You can come here, and you can actually probably see up Braver Bradley's nose. I'm not kidding. These are the high-res shit, and also the really good pictures here. They went to really good link, really great links. Matter of fact, there's the astral map right there, which hasn't been seen since the Hartnell era. Bam, bam, bam. And look at this. Boom. Look at that. I'm seeing his liver spots, man. Look at this. I can count his eyebrows, man. This is good stuff. So I'll send you a link to how you can get to the Far, Far Away site. That way you can go get a gander of these for yourself. Okay. And all right, 12th Doctor Year 3, number 10, which I believe was out today. So if you're into the comic book thing, look at it. And I love it. You can preview this here. Take a good gander at it, bam, bam, bam. And then, of course, if you want, you can look to the first few, pages of the comic and read it, just see if you're into it. Okay, so Oh, yeah, that's right. Today, our Ohio Who, for you folks who are in the Ohio area, is going to be held up in Vermilion, Ohio. Like I said, I was not a fan of this site, but that's where they said they had the budget to do it. Now they've signed Michael Jaston, who a lot of people you might remember as the Valyard from all the way back in Trial of a Time Lord. There's other names drifting around. It sounds like it's going to be a good event again. They're possibly going to make it. They're talking 2-day event this year, but they might, they're going to have to charge this time, for admission to help offset, costs of the venue and of course whatnot. So just letting you know that, yeah, Ohio Who 2018 is happening. And even though it's 3 hours north of where it was, which a lot of people are not happy about, at least it's a Doctor Who event that's happening here in Ohio that's actually going to get carried off, unlike Time Lord Expo. And trust me, when I've heard some of the things that guy thought he was going to get away with, he must have been piping the really bad stuff. I'm talking the Walter White blue meth. Walter White blue meth. Oh, man. I'm not kidding. No wonder that con went under. That guy was living in Fantasyland. Or all those guys. Well, that's a whole other story. All right, I'm out of here. Good night, everybody. Take care.